brewers, welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Puppets. Today's beer is going to be yet another Southern Tier beer. Southern Tier, I've reviewed a lot of their beers, not just recently, but in general. But I've almost only reviewed their Imperial beers, since I don't really get any of their just standard non-Imperial beers. So I thought I'd review this one I just got recently at my beer store. It's going to be the Southern Tier Pale, which is their American style pale ale on 6.2% alcohol in a 12-ounce bottle or 355 milliliters. This is also the new design for the pale ale, or the pale. It's going to be interesting to have a beer that's not Southern Tier beer that's not Imperial. Got some info here from the website. It says, or their website, it says our pale is an aggressively hot with immense overtones of grapefruit and tangerine, wrapped in a delicately refined body of pale body and wheat. That's it. Don't know why it says an aggressively hot and then that beer and thing. Must be a typo from the website. But let's get this open. That was a nice smoke. That smells really citrusy. And the cap is just your plain old Southern Tier cap. Let's get it poured into the Hobgoblin English type of, not English, but the Hobgoblin pint glass. Okay, pretty big head on there. Yeah, it's quite pale, as the name implies. It's like a bright yellow color. It's slightly hazy as well. Sort of reminds me of a lager, the color here. And the head is what? 2 fingers? Bright white frothy head. But let's check out the aroma. Okay, first thing I notice is definitely grapefruit and citrus. A very fruity smelling actually. It smells really nice. I also get somewhat of a malt presence, though it's not much. It smells really nice. The overall, sort of like an apple aroma as well, but overall the flavor or aroma just reminds me of hops. But let's give it a taste. Quite light and quite like a dry bitterness. Definitely taste this as an American pale ale. It's almost like an IPA, though not as hoppy, but the body on it, it's light and refreshing, with that dry bitterness, dry mouthfeel. Initial flavor I get is the grapefruit along with some citrus. The apple was more in the nose. Maybe some like tangerine or orange as well. And it's super refreshing. This would be nice when it was like a warm summer day. Definitely also get a tiny amount of malt, like a sweet malt flavor, though the flavor is mostly dominated by hops. But still, this is a pretty good American pale ale, but quite hoppy for one. But rating-wise, yeah, it's getting an 80. I think this is actually pretty good. An 80, yeah. Pretty good American pale ale, guys. So if you can get it, make sure to check it out, because it's pretty good. So yeah, an 80 for the Southern Tier Pale. Hope you guys can find it, because it's pretty good. And then that's it for this beer review, guys. Comment on the video. Maybe you loved this beer more than me or hated it. And thumbs up and subscribe and all that usual junk. And then I'm going to say cheers, guys, and I'll see you in another beer review.